We are broadcasting live here in St. Joe. Final week of Chiefs training camp.
Let's get a cheeseburger after practice.
Just like that, they say, here we are, we're in, we're out, and we're on with getting ready for the start of the season. And quite frankly, Josh, I think that's where most of the players want to be right now anyway.
All right. Last day of that, huh?
Hey.
Last day of that.
All right, here we go. One's up. One's up. One's up. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. We're challenging each other right on the 25.
So 180. What's that?
All right, third downs, baby. Third downs.
Here we go. Here we go. Third down. Third down. Third down.
Both sides. Know the down and distance.
Go blue. 80. Set. Oh! Double, double.
Nice shot. Nice shot. Let's keep it rolling, man. Keep it rolling.
You want to sting this one? You say you want to sting this one? Go blue. 80. Set. I stinged him.
Good spot. Perfect. Perfect.
Go 180. What's that? Give it to him! Give it to him!
All right. I need dime nickel here now. I need my second dime ready to go now. Get my second dime ready to go.
Once we get to training camp, we get into a routine where, the coaching staff is going to watch the practice. Me, along with my staff, we're going to watch the practice, and then every night we're going to get together and we're going to talk about some of the things we saw. The reality of it is, we see the athlete, and sometimes the coaches see the X's and O's and the player and the assignment. A lot of times we think a player has had a good practice, and little did we know that they screwed up 3 or 4 things. So I think the cool thing about our setup here is that we're literally meeting every day about every practice and every play. By the time we get to the 53-man cut, we have a really good direction on where we want to go with this roster.
This training camp in particular, there was a question like, well, who are the Chiefs now?
The Chiefs are trying to accomplish 2 things at once. They're trying to maintain championship contending stability while also having this whole new youth movement, right? I mean, you've got 10 drafted rookies.
What does this new team look like? I think that's where this year's version of St. Joe was so important, because you enter Missouri Western State really not knowing who you are, and hopefully by the end of it you do. And I think that was accomplished over the past month.
So it's always coming together, working hard, getting yourself back into football shape, getting the plan in for the coming season, really the base plan for offense, defense, and special teams, and then taking a look at these young guys.
With our training camp, it's almost the hardest part of the season. It gets you ready to go from week 1, and you know that whenever adversity strikes, you're going to be ready because you've done it before.
You got to be sharp every day, the best you can be every day, and so they did. They presented great competition on this team. Makes our job a little bit harder, but that's okay. We ask them to do that.
It's new for a lot of guys. Not a lot of guys have been through a Andy Reid training camp. They get the OTAs, they get the training camp, and they're kind of like, man, this is tough. But as the camp goes on, they see the picture and they see the vision. And I think that's something that'll make us a great football team.
We are inching closer and closer to the start of the NFL season. We are 3 weeks away from living, breathing NFL football.
I mean, it's been a pretty spirited few weeks up here, and it feels like, anyway, that they've gotten a whole ton done. Final practice of training camp up in St. Joe today. They'll pack up and head for Kansas City, and then the second preseason game, which comes on this Saturday.
I really think that Washington is a good team to play in the preseason. That's a good test. You just want to give your number 2s and number 3s good competition to go up against and keep all your number 1s healthy. I I think this is a really good test for the Chiefs heading into the start of the year.
Last week at Chicago, the Chiefs dominated the first half. They got dominated in the second half, and a lot of it was field position. The Chiefs were just getting destroyed in field position.
Let's get it, baby. Let's get it.
Yeah, this is a great opportunity. Let's get this fan base ignited with the defense as well.
Hey, get in tight, brother. The two things in life you get, man, a chance and a choice. That's all you get in life, a chance and a choice, man. Hey, whenever you step on that field, I don't care if it's 2 plays or 3 plays. You set the standard. You set a standard, and you play high. You play high, fast and physical, man. Fast and physical. Dogs on 3. 1, 2, 3.
85 degrees, winds east at 10. A gorgeous day for football here in Kansas City. And the fans are fired up. It was a mess getting in here again today because everybody's out tailgating. They're ready to get going with some football. We're all in preseason mode. It's time to get ready.
3rd and 6 for the Commanders at the Kansas City 42-yard line.
Wentz going up over the top for Samuel. And it's broken up. Terrific defense there.
Commanders forced to punt on their possession. Now the Chiefs take over at their own 13-yard line. Here comes a blitz. Mahomes reads it, goes middle. Caught! Watson at the 15-yard line.
Justin Watson has made such a strong case to make this roster. It feels like it's already a foregone conclusion that he will make the 53.
2nd and goal, Chiefs at the 5. Snap to Mahomes. Pass left side, end zone, caught. Jody Fortson, touchdown! Kansas City!
Oh yeah, Jody. Oh yeah, Jody.
Jody Fortson coming back from the Achilles injury and could be a red zone menace this year for the Chiefs.
An automatic mismatch. Jody Fortson, no chance for a corner to cover.
We got some tight ends, I'm telling you. He really lost his ass. You don't know who's going to catch it. 87, 88, 84. That's like crazy.
So what we're going to do is now, we're going to go one more set with the ones, but Kelsey's going to be in. You 2 guys are in on that.
Patrick Mahomes, or is it Picasso? A 12-play, 87-yard drive.
Here's another 3rd down opportunity for the Chiefs to get off the field.
Wentz gets rid of it, and it's incomplete. Bolton in on the play. The 2nd-year man from Missouri, who is now the quarterback of the defense.
2-2. Good talk, boy. Let me give you this right here.
Takes the snap at the 1 and the 5. Looks left, out of the backfield, 15-yard line. Catch made, Pacheco. Inside the 10 and then slams into the Commander defender at the 7. It's a 12-yard pickup. 3rd and goal for the Chiefs at the 7-yard line of the Commanders. Mahomes looks left. Here comes the rush. Fires it late for the end zone. It's caught in traffic. Touchdown! Kansas City! It's Jody Fortson Day at the ballpark as Fortson gets his 2nd touchdown catch in as many drives.
You can tell me the truth. I'm telling you the truth every time.
Patrick Mahomes, 2 drives, 2 touchdowns. His receivers have come to play today.
He got 2 of them.
They eating
right now, bro. He eating. He eating, bro.
You can't come back no better off that being hurt.
You can't come back better. This was his game. He got hurt last year.
Was it?
Yeah. He had mauled somebody in the corner.
I love the effort that we're seeing from the defense. Seeing a lot of great hustle.
Wentz in the pocket, steps up, being chased, and Karlaftis will sack him back at the 40, a loss of 6. He fought off a double team to make that hit.
2 big bodies trying to block him, and that's the engine that we've been needing.
They brought in an O tackle, and he brought it to my side, so I knew he was going to wash me down. They had like 3 tight ends.
We talked about this defense getting faster.
He took a hit, ball comes out. Heck of a hit by Deion Bush.
3s and 4s out there now for Kansas City. Howell stays in the pocket, uses his strong arm, intercepted left side at the 15, the 10, the 5. It's the first takeaway of the preseason by the Chiefs. Chris Lamont on 3rd down and goal middle to go at the 1, and now a faulty handoff, but Fleet Davis stays on his feet, spins into the end zone. Now you can celebrate Tayon Fleet Davis. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Coach Reed should be pleased. They were able to close the deal and get the win in week 2 of the preseason. Lots of reason for a lot of smiles. So we will be back here on Thursday for the final preseason game. Looking for the Chiefs to close it out with a victory against the Packers.
Great coverage.
On Saturday late evening, early evening, we have a quarterback named to the Texas Tech Ring of Honor. Apparently what they told him is they said he was in the locker room, he did his post-game interviews, had his little backpack on, and said, hey, we got one more thing for you out on the field that we need you to do if you do that for us.
Patrick.
What's up, my man?
How are you?
Good. How are you doing?
We're good. President Scuba.
He went out there, and then they showed him the video.
We've got a special announcement for you tonight. Special honor. We're proud of you, all Red Raider Nation.
Yes, sir.
So we got a special video to play for you up here on the scoreboard.
All right. Y'all got me because I had no idea what was going on.
You could just see the emotion as he took off his backpack and then took off his glasses, and I mean, you could just see how genuinely it affected him.
As we all have come to expect from Patrick, you know, humble and appreciative, and it looked like it meant something.
Put you in the Hall of Fame and in the Football Ring of Honor this year.
I appreciate you.
You earned it, man.
Amazing.
Much respect.
I appreciate you, my man. Why is Brittany having me taking a picture on the field right now?
I literally was like, he's not going to believe that.
I was like, I didn't know why. Ted played it cool. I was like, why? He's like, I don't know. I just do what I told him.
I know. I'm like, Ted, he's probably not going to believe that.
Appreciate y'all, guys. I was like, why am I going on the field right now? Appreciate y'all.
Hey, just be happy.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Congratulations, bro.
Appreciate you, man. Like I'm trying to do here after I gave everything I had at Texas Tech. It helped me become from basically a baseball player to a football player that I am, and also helped me grow up and helped me be from a kid to a young adult. It was really cool. I mean, Texas Tech's a huge part of my life and what made me who I am. And to be in that Ring of Honor, it'll be something I'll have forever.
Had a crazy game last week, boy.
Nah, for real. It really feels surreal.
That was playback. You got hurt playing them last year, didn't you?
So did.
That was hard.
It really felt like a dream, I ain't gonna lie to you. It still don't feel real.
I pulled up to the game late. Somebody texted me, said Jody going crazy. As soon as I walked in, it was the second touchdown. I said, yeah, it turned.
Bro, I ain't gonna lie to you. Scoring a touchdown in Arrowhead, bro, the crowd really just be, I feel like Goku. Be Super Saiyan, powered up. As soon as that ball touched my hands, I could hear the crowd just go crazy. I'm like, oh yeah, it's up for real. I feel like it's about to be an earthquake in there. It's really a blessing to be able to, you know what I'm saying, pick up where I left off in a sense, especially against that team.
So what's your goal for the season?
We gotta get back to the Super Bowl. That's my goal. We're saying Arizona this year, first game in Arizona. The first game in Arizona, and the last game gotta be in Arizona.
Jody Fortson is why people enjoy sports. I mean, it's overachieving at every stage, no matter the circumstances and, of course, the usual adversity that any player will have in the league.
He came to the Chiefs and was a wide receiver out of college.
What a catch, Jody Fortson.
The Chiefs turned to him and said, look, they're going to be more of a tight end for us in the NFL. You're a big boy.
Shermer to Fortson, touchdown Chiefs.
Put your hand in the dirt, line up as like a pseudo tight end. All we're doing is creating mismatches.
He had a couple years of seasoning, and all of a sudden, he gets his opportunity last year. It's all good. He makes the 53.
Touchdown! Kansas City! Jody Fortson, his first National Football League touchdown.
Being an undrafted skill position player in the NFL right now might be the hardest thing to do in making an NFL roster. It seems like he's like their best kept secret of a weapon.
They're going to run it, shovel pass inside to Fortson, catches it, touchdown!
Scores 2 touchdowns. Life is happening. I'm an NFL player. Maybe I'm the next Travis Kelce. Who knows? Boom.
Fortson is in a right slot. They got Kelce single to the near side. Pump faking. They throw it check down. And an injured player. Is this Fortson?
He tears his Achilles against Washington in October.
Massive injury, massive setback.
In fact, some of his teammates, guys, helped him onto the cart, not moving at all his right leg.
A year off your feet, essentially. What are you going to do?
It's the longest road in the NFL, which is coming back from a major surgery.
3 different stints on the practice squad, cut twice, and now he's being carted off the field.
But Jody has all the characteristics as to why maybe a player can come back from this even better.
Fat man, come here. This is my fat man, aka Pluto. I got Pluto, I want to say, maybe 2 weeks after I had my surgery. And he allowed me to, you know what I'm saying, to still have mobility and still not be sitting down soaking because, you know, I got to get up and feed him, I got to get up and walk him. And he don't know that I'm hurt. He just smiling and he do this little snorkel thing like he snores all day, every day.
All I saw, he just fell. And so to me, I thought he fainted. It scared me so bad, and I was sitting so close. And then when people got around him, I couldn't see him anymore. I couldn't tell what had happened. It was terrible. And so I was glad that I was at this game because I was at the other game when that happened. So yeah, it was crazy.
Man, as soon as I got hurt, I wanted to get to my phone as quickly as possible to let my people know that I'll be all right. Because I know my people back up in Buffalo, and my mom, she's sitting right here at the game. I know they thinking the worst. It was heartbreaking, but at the same time, like I said before, like I never really had my head down. Like I never really was like down.
I expected him to be so upset, very mad, you know, just really upset. And so when I came in quietly, and then I went up to his room, and he was sitting there, and he was like, "What's up, Mom?" You know, and I was like, "What?" And then he just was like, "We're gonna get this done, everything's gonna be okay, blah, blah, blah." And he stayed here and then up. He just is steady and climbed up. He did great. And I believe that's why he healed so well. He kept a good attitude and he really did a good job. He did great. You did good.
I appreciate that, Mom.
Watching him get through this was incredible. To this. Right. Look at it.
You can't do anything half-stepping. You got to put your whole heart in it. That's one thing like I got to offer this game, my whole heart. Nothing but passion and love, my heart for this game. Like I'm not gonna cheat it. I'm not gonna cheat the process. I'm not gonna cheat the game.
Our guys have had some good work throughout. They had a nice practice yesterday. We'll have another one today. This gives us a chance to semi-prep for like a Thursday type game.
You got to get used to getting hit, and they got to be able to hit.
Yeah.
And then you know how it is, man. That first drive, if you out there for an extended amount of plays, and you ain't been out there, it's hard. Yeah.
Look at that stop line.
Yeah.
Oh, go get it! Go get it! Nice! Nice! Good read! Hey! Finish! Finish faster! Finish!
So every day I tell our guys, make sure that you're coming in with the right mindset, okay? And that you have a complete understanding of what we want to accomplish.
Take more pride in getting out with more urgency, okay? Because you end up doing the same thing in drill. Get out with urgency. Get upfield.
They have to have the competitive fire in them to understand that you're going to get everybody's best.
Hey, it'd be nice if somebody turns and find work with the tight end. Let's go.
It is going to be tough. Every single year is tough trying to win a division title. You can ask all 31 other teams. But at the end of the day, it's our job to make sure that we're handling the day-to-day business to help them to be at their best when their best is needed.
Listen, I mean, we look forward to getting the Packers in here and finishing this thing up and then getting on with preparation for the regular season.
Breaking news here this morning on CBS Sports HQ. Len Dawson, one of the iconic names in the history of the Kansas City Chiefs and the NFL, has died. Played 19 seasons in the NFL, 14 of them with the Chiefs. He was the MVP of Super Bowl IV. Remains the franchise's all-time leader in quarterback wins, passing yards, passing touchdowns, and was inducted into the Pro Football Hall of Fame in 1987.
I am very proud and honored to have this opportunity to introduce Len Dawson in the Pro Football Hall of Fame.
Wow. Len Dawson was 87 years old.
Well, I think when you consider the amount of years that he spent here in Kansas City, 3 AFL championships and 1 Super Bowl champion, the very first Super Bowl championship. But when you talk about an icon or a face of a franchise, Len Dawson was that for the Kansas City Chiefs.
Get in tight, man. It's a blessing to be back out here, man. There's some angel out here tonight, man. I can feel it, man. Hey, man, this one's for Len, man. Enjoy playing beside your brother, man. It's not often these times come by, man. Some of these guys won't never get this opportunity again. Enjoy this. Anytime we step on that field, it's important. It's important because you're playing for your brothers. You're playing for something bigger than yourself, man. So enjoy it, embrace it, and have fun, man. Dogs on 3, 1, 2, 3, go!
Ladies and gentlemen, yesterday morning we lost the iconic and beloved Len Dawson. At this time, we ask you join us in a moment of silence to honor the life and legacy of Len Dawson. Thank you.
And a great sign of respect, Pat Mahomes out there for the first play of the game, as they are going to do a huddle that was famously used by the late, great Len Dawson. It's the choir huddle.
That's live. That's live, man.
This is how Len Dawson huddled up with his team.
And what a great tribute to Len Dawson as Patrick Mahomes comes off the field.
Delay game. Offense. Number 16. That's a 5-yard penalty. First down.
And Mahomes was in the choir huddle to pay honor to Len Dawson and then ran off the field. So that's all we'll see from Patrick Mahomes tonight. But what a classy move by head coach Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes. Now, as we get closer to the cut down, what do you got for keys tonight on an emotional night?
You know what? When it comes to this game, this final preseason game, Mitch, first thing that I want to see is the bubble guys bust out.
Let's get it, yo.
This is a game where you shine. You are on an interview for 31 other teams. Not everybody that's wearing the Chiefs uniform today is going to be able to make this team. And I want to see some of the bubble guys really showcase their skills today.
Now a bootleg back near the goal line. He's in trouble and he'll be chased down from behind. A hustle play by Turk Wharton coming in from behind to get him after Mike Dana was not fooled. There we go.
All right, third down here for the Packers. Love is in trouble. He'll escape, throw downfield, and that's incomplete. And the defense gets the job done again. This defense has looked so good.
I like the speed they're playing with. I like the communication that's taking place there.
Hey, good stuff. Let's go. We got to do that every time. Every time.
There's a certain confidence they're developing.
Don't let nobody go on us, bro.
And listen, the more familiar they are with each other, the faster they'll get even yet.
Goodson on the toss. No place to go.
Look at that run through 5.
And now Shane Buechele's in at quarterback for this drive.
Down the field. Matt Bushman, and no one's going to touch him.
Let's go, baby!
Touchdown, Chiefs.
Is that Steve Smith? No, it was Matt Bushman, the BYU tight end, wearing Steve Smith's number. The Chiefs have regained the lead 9-7. Good to see a big play to take the lead.
Nice job, huh? That's the way to represent. Yes, sir.
Lowe takes the snap again in the pocket, sets his feet down the rail. The pass is intercepted at the 15-yard line. Brian Cook gets the pick.
Oh, how you feeling? Come on now. Way to finish, man. Way to finish, man. I knew it was coming, though.
You ain't got no moves.
Boy.
I ain't seen the receiver in you right there, man. I need you to end those. I can go celebrate with y'all.
Hey,
you know I need. So you feel me?
Before we went into the locker room, I had a chance to talk to Coach Andy Reid, and I asked him how important this game is. Now, if you remember, I said there's some tough decisions that this organization has to make, cutting down from 80 to 53. I said, Coach, how important is this to see these guys tonight? He said, you know, this is where we make our decisions.
You got to let guys go that have busted their tail for you. And so we don't take that lightly. We try to make sure that we can pay them back by allowing them to play in games so that they can build a resume on tape.
2nd and 4, Buechele. Play action fake, left to Reese Fountain, wide open, 20, 15, 10, inside the 5 and tackled, but he gets down to the Packer 2-yard line. Doris Fountain with the big catch.
Doris Fountain, another bubble guy making another big play in the preseason. We've seen that 2 years in a row.
1st and goal. Buechele completes it, and can you believe it? Matt Bushman, 2nd touchdown of the night.
Making plays, baby. My boy, Bush going crazy. Boy, Bush going federal.
Matt Bushman tonight, 2 touchdown receptions. Who is he? He's had 2 games in the NFL, no catches. Those 2 games were with the Raiders. He saw the light, became a Chief.
Man, Bushman, that was my dark horse of OTA.
Eddie Bush, baby. Hey, sneaky.
Yes.
Sneaky.
And the tight ends have been so productive in this preseason. Jody Fortson, 2 TDs against the Washington Commanders. Matt Bushman, 2 TDs tonight.
Yo, our tight ends ain't nothing to play with.
5 of the passing touchdowns this year have been to tight ends, and I didn't even mention Travis Kelce.
Good game to get the young guys into. I thought they did a nice job of finishing it out. We were able to get the run game going a little bit.
Gain of 13 yards for Pacheco.
That's the burst that we've heard about so much during training camp. How he skirted through that line so quickly. Look forward to seeing him during the regular season.
I'm definitely excited. Never went to an NFL game. My preseason was my first NFL game that I've been to, and I actually played in it, so that was pretty dope for me.
Pacheco, nice carry on 1st down, and he picks up 8 yards on the play.
Definitely getting comfortable out there with the guys, the O-line, being able to slow down my game and be a little bit more patient.
Now off tackle, Pacheco had some contact, gets rid of that, and Pacheco using his power into Packer territory, and a gain of 11. Back-to-back runs by Isaiah Pacheco, the rookie from Rutgers, of 8 and now 11.
But here's the thing that Kansas City's got to be excited about. They've been able to accumulate some depth, safety, secondaries with corners and nickels and dimes, wide receiver. It's going to be a tough few days for this organization and trying to pick the right 53.
I don't understand, bro. You're a rookie. All you worry about is get better every day. Yeah. You feel me? And perfect your craft on how you gonna help us win. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Whether that punt return, whether that catching 3 passes a game, whatever it is. I'm just trying to carve my role out. Yeah, play your role to the best of your ability, and then everything else gonna fire off.
There's 80 players on the roster right now, but come Tuesday at 3 p.m. Central Time, it'll have to be 53 players, and we'll know who our Week 1 roster is going to be. But a lot of tough decisions to be made over the next few days, guys.
It's always a bittersweet day on the calendar. On one end, you get to congratulate players who, in many cases, have worked their whole life to get to this. And at the same time, we have to deliver some disappointing news to some players who have worked just as hard.
But the 2022 preseason comes to an end with Kansas City beating the Packers and going 2-1 in the preseason. And now get ready for the Arizona Cardinals in week 1 of the regular season.
Do your thing, man. Stay healthy. Have a great season.
Tuesday ends up being the culmination and the confirmation of decisions they've been thinking about for months. And it's sad, right? Because you have a lot of these players and they're going to be cut from these teams and they're never going to play football again.
It's one of the hardest days in the NFL calendar. Most of these players have done everything they could. And who you select out of that group could be a difference maker in what we all assume will be another postseason run for the Chiefs.
A number of those guys that are released that will ask to come back on the practice squad. You have 16 voids for the practice squad. And you're one play away from being on the active roster. If he made it through our camp, we're going to stand up for that guy.
Next one matters. Next one's a big one.
I think it's been an exciting process from the beginning of OTAs to where we are now. We have a lot of young talent on this team, and this young talent is going to be required to play right away.
Camp's long. It's tiring. It's hot. But embrace it. Because at the end of the day, like, at one point in time, as a little kid, wishing to be in your shoes. So, as far as looking forward to it, I said each and every day, just building those blocks. But you don't climb that Everest overnight. It takes time.
All right, listen, hey, good job closing that one out. That was a good one. You always want to finish with a win, no matter what you do. You want to start this thing off the right way. We'll get some good work in next week.
For Brett Veach, for Mike Bergonzi, it's a tough choice because you have to look at that player and say, hey, you know, we demanded a lot out of you. You know, unfortunately, you didn't make the team. But there are some of those players that maybe you said, hey, you might be an NFL player.
On one end, it's exciting for the season to be right around the corner. On the other end, I think we always carry that mindset that we have to get better. I think as soon as you take your foot off the gas, that's when you fall behind. So I think we're always looking for the ability to get this roster 1% better, and we'll continue to do that throughout the calendar year.